Good afternoon. This is our East Coast Class 43 HST. It's a Hornby model R30099. We got this from TMC and it's lightly weathered. And as you can see the oil stains on the top of the locomotive. And you can also see here the fans, as I said, the oil stains on top, all the long hair, all superbly done. Now I've wanted one of these for a while, but at 370 quid or whatever it was, I just couldn't justify it. Anyway, I paid around about 264 for it with this weathering on it. I got the last set from the model centre. And I must mention, ordered it yesterday, got it today, so I've no complaints. Now, before I ordered it, I stopped and thought I would have weathered front and rear locomotive look a bit silly with coaches that aren't weathered. However, when you look at pictures, you often see the first and rear car with weathering like this and the coaches looking absolutely pristine. So if anything, it's more realistic having them lightly weathered than not. Also, the fans go round. And this latest model has space for a speaker and a 21-pin decoder. Anyway, let's get it running and we'll see how we get on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run it with the dummy car attached because it's all one unit. This is the Insulfrog points test. The driving car is in the front, the dummy car is at the back. I'm going to try and run it through a constant speed rather than as slow as I can and it's stopping. You will see that the lights aren't that bright. If this loco was digitalised, the lights would be bright because you've got 18 volts going through it. Obviously, being analogue, the voltage increases as you increase the power. I'm not touching the power control, this is going through exactly how you see it. And I think that's pretty good. Do it in the other direction. And these are all Insulfrog. This is a Y point it's coming to now. Another Y point which you can see now. Another Y point it's coming to now. Or is it a right hand point? Sorry, it's a right hand point. That's a Y point. And it's just going through up the top a left hand streamline point. And you can see slow speed running in my view is superb. Right, here's the radius 2 points test. Radius 2 set track point, all Insulfrog points. Radius 2 curve point on the radius 2. Radius 2 curve point on the radius 2. Radius 2 curve point on the radius 2. Left hand set track point. Left hand set track point, all radius 2. And you can see it's easy. You're there, thank you. Going to bring it out again. Now if we were running this in digital mode with a 21-pin decoder in it, the lights would light up all the time. I don't know whether you're aware, but in analog you need to have it running a lot faster than this to have the lights to light up correctly. However, you can see this just runs so nice, so nice. It really does. I'm hoping you can see it just runs so nice. We're now going to put it through in both directions through a right hand set track Insulfrog point, and you can see, I hope you can see it's going to be fairly easy and it's disconnected. Go on, keep going. I'll hook it up, don't worry. There you go, keep going. Simple stuff. It's because it was stopped a little bit quickly, but it doesn't matter for the point of this. And you can see there's never going to be a problem. Would you like to stop it please and run it over at the same speed? What's nice about it is even with the driving car being behind, the bi-directional lights, they sort themselves out. However, that is the same with all the HST 125s. Exactly the same. And it's disconnected again. Not the end of the world. However, you take my point. Well, here we have, as you can see, our East Coast HST Class 43 pulling what we consider a realistic load. 8 coaches. I would say it's probably the most realistic train we have because all the coaches are different numbers. And you can see it's pulling them no problem at all. And what Susan's going to do is next time when she gets to the top of the hill, she's going to slow it down, run it a bit slower. And we'll see how it pulls the coaches at a slower speed. But as I've said, this is realistic. You see pictures of HST 125s or Class 43s, and very often the driving car is absolutely filthy and the carriages are all nice and clean. And here at a slower speed we can see that it's running so nice. She's having to give it a bit more power because of the inertia of the carriages, but there's no problems there. Okay, can you run it at HST speed please? We're going to power it through now. This is after all a high-speed train. And you can see it is superb. We tried to do it with the driving car pushing, and as you can see with all these carriages, it's not going to happen. You could probably do it with 4 maybe. What's happening is the NEM couplings are riding up each other where they're flexible on the horizontal axis. So to run this amount of carriages with the loco pushing is a no-no. However, there are ways around this, and should I wish to do it, I will fit Hunt couplings and this will stop this happening. What we've done is we've reduced the number of cars again from 5 to 4. Keep going, quite simply because with the driving car pushing we were getting derailment. So we're not talking radius 2, we're talking radius 3 and 4 curves because of the NEMs riding up. Okay, do you want to stop it please? And do you want to push? And we'll see if we're okay with 4 cars. As I said, there's a way round this, but I'm showing you how it comes and seeing what we can do. So we've got 4 cars or coaches and we're pushing, and we'll see how we get on, which will actually suit most people. And we can see that's running perfectly. We have removed another car because pushing it was derailing with 4 cars, so now we've put it down to 3 and we're going to see how we get on. And it's now going around the bend and that's pushing. Okay. bit faster. Right, we've speeded it up a little bit, pushing just to see how we get on. And you can see with just 3 coaches, it's running absolutely fine. Right, so here is a power car coming through first, and it's just gone through a streamline points crossover in the top of your picture. And here we are coming through another streamline points crossover. Okay, would you like to stop the train please? And bring it through at the same speed in the opposite direction. Here we have the power car pushing through a streamline points crossover. Now we have found it has done this, but really you need to change your couplings in my opinion if you're going to use this with the power car pushing. All the time it's pulling, it's just come off now at the top on the streamline point, which it didn't do before. In my opinion, this set is really not very good. In fact, it's hopeless with the NEM couplings if you're going to use the power car pushing. The way to rectify this is to fit, in my opinion, Hunt couplings, then you can run it in both directions. The positive thing I can say is that the power car has enough oomph to push as well as pull a realistic train. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed this review. Thank you.